Another clap.
Yes.
Habari yenu. Yes, I'll also echo that. You all look amazing. Yeah, keep shining. My name is McKenna, and I want to tell you a little bit about my story. I went to school here in Kenya. I was in a boarding school in Ishiara, just like you are. I was very young. And then I went to Govio Girls. And there in Govio Girls, I was the chairlady of the Students' Council. And then I went to Meru Tech, and I was the chairlady of the Students' Council there. But it was all handwork. Handwork, focus, and dreaming. You know, when you feel that dream in your heart, that you want something, but you don't know how it will happen, and it's easy to say, my parents can't afford that. My family has never done that. I was that child. So I was like your age. And I started dreaming that I want to go to America. And I go home, tell my dad. He said, you're crazy. Nobody in this family ever went to America. America is for rich people. And I kept saying, no, I'll go to America. And my father would say, oh, she's going crazy. Right?
You listening to that sweet story?
Yes. He would say, you are crazy. You know, I started writing as a young girl. I knew I wanted to write. And I was writing poems at school. And then my father would say, why are you wasting your time? Just read and get a job. Now it's good to read and get a job. But not everybody is called to read and get a job. Some people are called to write. Some people are called to talk to people. Some people are called to be surgeons, right? So I knew I wanted to write. And I kept saying, where do people write? People write in America. So I'm going to America, right? And everybody would laugh. They thought I was crazy. So I was praying. And long story short, God made a way. Who made the way?
God.
Praying, believing, crying to God every day. Sometimes I could feel in my heart and I could just cry and say, God, I want to write. So I went to America. I went to school and I did my bachelor's, 2 bachelor's. I did 2 masters, and now I'm doing my PhD. The next time I come, you'll be calling me Dr. McKenna. But I started where you are
Can you say
standing.
that?
I started where you are standing. And now I'm going to be Dr. McKenna. And I am a clinical chaplain. So I work with sick people in hospitals. I pray for them. I do counseling and help them. And I'm also a professor. So I teach in university too. I teach ministers. I have also written 3 books. I've written 3 books. And with this young man, we have written 1 book together.
And that young man is the son.
He's my son.
Yes,
So
that
we have
young man is
written-
the son.
Yes. And that young man, we have to come another day so that you can hear his story. But he has a long story. He has been through a lot of medical stuff, but we have seen the hand of God. And that young lady was only 2 pounds when she was born.
That young lady is the daughter.
She's my daughter.
Yes.
So we have seen God. One thing I encourage you is to keep your faith in God, okay? He is very faithful. So and then the other thing that God put in my heart. So when I went to America, I thought I went for myself. I wanted to write, and I wanted to do writing, which I've done. And in America, where there's a lot of white people, I get to talk to a lot of white people. I get to do was called to go and teach in the university. I didn't look for it. They called me to teach. That is to tell you, you can be anything.
And the white people is the husband, eh?
Like that one.
Yes.
You can be anything you want to be, okay? Never give up. Respect your parents, but hold dear to your dreams, okay? So God said to me, go back and help children in Kenya. So I started an organization in Kenya, and we started educating girls whose parents could not educate. We have educated several girls who have gone through high school. My husband supports us. We have other people in America, so I started the organization, and now we actually have our home in Togo. We have an orphanage in Togo that my sister Mary runs.
Yes, that is the little sister.
My older sister.
Yes.
Yeah. But she runs the orphanage in Togo. And so I'm sharing all this to tell you, when you have dreams in your heart, don't limit yourself. My father could not afford to take me to America. Let me tell you who took me to America. Do you want to know who took me to America? Yes. Can you guess? Can anybody guess? Who took me to America? There you go. It is God who took me to America. He can take you to America. Amen. He will. Somebody say he will. Say he will. He will. Say God will do it. God will do it. Okay, one more thing. Say God will do it for me. God will do it for me. Now look at somebody next to you. Tell them, God will do it for you. God will do it for you. Okay? So you keep reminding each other that. And that is my husband. You can be married to anybody in the world. Okay? Now today, I'm a citizen of Kenya. And I'm also a citizen of America.
I want you to listen to that citizenship. It is in the social studies. Is it yours?
Yes. Yeah, so I have two citizens.
It is called what?
Dual citizenship.
Kabisa.
Yeah. And I was standing there. And I was telling children, I'm going to America. They would all laugh because they thought I was crazy. They would really laugh at me. And today I live in America. We are helping children in Kenya. I'm writing books. I'm teaching ministers in university. I'm going to school. I'm going to be Dr. McKenna soon. How many doctors do we have here? Let me see.
Wow.
How
Wow.
many doctors do we have? How many chaplains do we have?
Ministers of the
Ministers
church. That
of
is.
the gospel. I'm also a minister. Okay, we are gonna have a lot of doctors, and that's okay because there's a lot of people who are sick and need help, right?
Yes.
So I'm very thankful for the opportunity to be here and talk with you. Can I come again?
Yeah. Yes. Oh, you are being asked. I'm not the one.
Can I come again? Yes. So the next time I come, I'll bring my books and I'll give you guys. Yes. So that you can read and see for yourself. And always remember, one day I was standing where you are standing. And that is to tell you, you can be standing where I'm standing, right? Yes. Will you one day be standing where I'm standing? Yes. Amen. Can I say a prayer for you?
Class 8 candidates, please, can you come to the front?